Welcome to London, a city where royalty meets rebellion, and a single cup of coffee might just cost more than your daily budget. But what's the real price of living in this iconic metropolis in 2025? Whether you're dreaming of double-decker buses, charming pubs, or that classic gloomy weather, let's break it all down. From rent to ramen, tube rides to takeaways. Stick around, because this could be the difference between moving smart or going broke. Let's be honest, London isn't just a city. It's a global capital for finance, fashion, and frustration if you're not prepared. People come here for career dreams, creative freedom, or simply to live in a city that feels like the center of the universe. But here's the kicker. All that charm comes with a hefty price tag. So before you pack your bags, let's see if it's worth the cost. Rent is where London unapologetically ruins your budget. It's not just high, it's London high. If you want to live in central London, Zone 1, think £2,200 and up for a one-bedroom flat. Glamorous? Sure. Affordable? Only if you're dating a hedge fund. Zone 2 areas like Camden, Shoreditch, or Hammersmith. Slightly more forgiving, with one beds ranging from £1,600 to £2,000. You get energy, culture, and a decent pub every 5 steps. Move out to zones 3 to 4, like Clapham, Stratford, or Walthamstow, and you'll find better value. One beds go for around £1,300 to £1,600, and flat shares drop to £800 to £1,000. Go further to zones 5 to 6, and you might find a room for £600 to £800. But don't forget the long commute and the fact that your neighbors might be dear. Flat sharing is super common, especially for young professionals and students. It saves cash and sometimes your sanity. But beware of listings that call a closet a double room. To find accommodation in London, most people use websites like Spare Room, Rightmove, Zoopla, or Open Rent, where you can browse everything from luxury flats to budget-friendly flat shares. Just be quick. Good places disappear fast and scams exist, so always view in person or through trusted platforms. And don't forget, council tax can sneak in an extra £100 to £200 or so per month, depending on where you live. So yeah, unless you're bringing London-level income, your best bet is picking a zone that balances cost, comfort, and how much of your soul you're willing to sacrifice on the commute. So you've landed your London flat? Great. But now come the sneaky extras that nibble away at your wallet every single month. For a one-bedroom flat, expect to pay around £150 to £250 per month for utilities. That's electricity, gas, and water. Prices vary by season, how drafty your Victorian windows are, and whether your flatmates believe in turning off lights. Internet is pretty standard across the city. You'll pay around £25 to £35 per month for a solid broadband package. Providers like BT, Virgin Media, and Sky dominate the market, and speeds are usually fast, unless you're in a weird basement in Zone 6. Some rentals include bills, especially flat shares, but always double check. Bills included can sometimes mean slow Wi-Fi and cold showers. And don't forget the TV license. If you watch live TV or BBC iPlayer, it's £159 per year. Skip it if you only stream on Netflix or YouTube, which, let's be honest, you do. So while utilities aren't as dramatic as rent, they'll definitely remind you that living in London comes with a monthly maintenance fee, just like a luxury subscription you can't cancel. Hungry in London? Great news. This city will feed you anything from £3 street eats to £300 tasting menus. And sometimes both on the same street. London's food scene is insanely diverse. Thanks to its multicultural mix, you can find authentic Indian curries, Turkish kebabs, Jamaican jerk chicken, Ethiopian stews, and literally everything in between. It's like eating your way around the world without ever leaving the tube map. And yes, the Indian food here is next level. If you're cooking at home, expect your weekly grocery bill to land somewhere between £35 and £60, depending on how fancy you get. Aldi and Lidl are budget-friendly, while Waitrose is where your money goes to die, politely. A takeaway sandwich or a meal deal? Yes, the iconic £3.50 Tesco meal deal is still a London lunch classic. Cheap eats like banh mi, falafel wraps, or chicken shop meals usually cost £5 to £8. Want something trendier? You'll be spending around £12 to £18 at casual spots or chain restaurants. Dinner at a mid-range place? Think pizza, Thai food, burgers. Usually costs £20 to £30 per person, including a drink. Fine dining? Just swipe your card and try not to cry. Bonus tip: street food markets like Borough Camden and Box Park Shoreditch are foodie heaven. And honestly, one of the best ways to eat well without blowing your budget. So yes, London can be expensive, but if you're smart, hungry, and know where to look, you'll eat like a king without spending like one. Welcome to the land of Oyster cards, red buses, and people aggressively avoiding eye contact on the tube. Getting around London is actually pretty easy, but it'll cost you if you're not paying attention. The Underground, also known as the Tube, is your best friend. It's fast, reliable, and only slightly soul-crushing during rush hour. A monthly travel card for Zones 1 and 2 will set you back around £160. But if you're based further out, expect to pay more, up to £250 for Zones 1 to 4. Buses are cheaper, and at £1.75 per ride, they're a solid way to explore the city above ground. Plus, you can ride unlimited buses for free within an hour. It's called the Hopper Fare, and it's a lifesaver. Want to be trendy and eco-friendly? Grab a Santander bike. Just £20 per month for unlimited 30-minute rides. And yes, Londoners do walk a lot. It's often faster than the tube, and definitely less awkward. Ubers and black cabs exist, but use them sparingly unless you enjoy £40 receipts for a 10-minute ride. Pro tip: always tap in and out with your contactless card or Oyster. It's cheaper, smarter, and you won't look like a lost tourist. Bottom line, London's transport system is one of the best in the world. Just be ready to budget for it, and maybe carry deodorant if you're commuting in July. Let's talk about London's favorite tax: fun. Start with the basics. A pint at a pub in central London will set you back £6 to £7. Want to go hipster in Shoreditch or Soho? Try £8. Cocktail bars? You're entering £12 to £18 territory, so sip slowly. Cinema tickets range from £12 to £18, depending on location and whether you're going full IMAX or sneaking in snacks from Tesco. Suddenly, a Netflix night looks like a smart financial move. Gyms? Budget chains like Pure Gym or the Gym Group cost around £30 to £40 per month. But if you're into eucalyptus towels and mood lighting, boutique studios or luxury gyms like Equinox will happily charge you £150 or more a month. Want culture without the cost? Most museums and galleries are totally free, including big names like the British Museum, Tate Modern, and Natural History Museum. Donate if you can, or don't. No one's watching. West End shows are a different story. Expect to pay £25 to £150 per ticket. But you can snag deals with apps like Today Tix or Rush Tickets if you're flexible and fast. London's got it all. Rooftop bars, secret comedy clubs, canal-side yoga, underground gigs, overpriced brunches, and street festivals. Just remember, the city's fun comes with FOMO and fees. Plan wisely, or accept that your entertainment budget might need its own spreadsheet. The visa. That magical pass that says, "Welcome to London," for now. If you're not from the UK or Ireland, you'll likely need one. Here's a quick guide to the most common options. If you're just visiting, the standard visitor visa lets you stay for up to 6 months. Perfect for scoping out the city. But no, you can't work on this one, not even remotely for a foreign company. It's strictly for tourists, business meetings, and afternoon tea. You'll need to show proof of funds, a return ticket, and accommodation details. And don't overstay. The UK keeps track, and overstaying could ruin your chances of coming back. Youth Mobility Scheme Visa. ideal for young adults aged 18 to 30. This visa lets you live and work in the UK for up to 2 years. Countries like Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and South Korea have agreements allowing applicants up to age 35. Skilled worker visa. For those with a job offer from a UK employer, as of April 2025, the general salary threshold is £38,700 per year, though it can be lower for certain occupations like healthcare. Student visa. Planning to study? This visa lets you enroll in UK institutions and work part-time during term. Just ensure your course institution are approved. India Young Professionals Scheme, specifically for Indian nationals aged 18 to 30, offering a 2-year stay in the UK. Note that this scheme operates via a ballot system. Entrepreneurial routes. While the Tier 1 investor visa has been abolished, there are still options like the Innovator Founder visa for those looking to start a business in the UK. Remember, visa requirements can change, so always check the official UK government website or consult with an immigration expert before making plans. So, after all the tours, tube rides, and takeaways, what does life in London really cost? Let's say you're living a modest, balanced lifestyle. Not scraping by, but not blowing cash on champagne brunches either. Start with rent. A small studio in a decent neighborhood will run you around £1,700 a month, council tax included. You can save a few hundred if you're flat sharing, or spend a few thousand if you want more space in Zone 1. London rewards sacrifice, usually in square meters. Food? Expect to spend about £500 a month if you cook most meals at home and treat yourself to the occasional dinner out. It's a city full of tempting bites, so self-control becomes part of your budget strategy. Transport adds around £200, especially if you're hopping between zones on the tube, grabbing the odd Uber, or catching a train for a weekend escape. Then there's utilities and internet, another £200 or so, depending on your energy habits, how many devices you keep plugged in, and whether you're streaming in HD or living dangerously with standard def. Entertainment and lifestyle can easily hit £200 a month, even if you're not clubbing every weekend. A few drinks, a gym membership, maybe a museum cafe splurge, or a West End ticket. It adds up before you know it. And don't forget the miscellaneous stuff. Phone bill, toiletries, and spontaneous expenses. Budget at least £100, because in London, something always comes up. So when you tally it all up, you're looking at roughly £2,900 a month to live an average, non-extravagant life here. That's not luxury, that's just London. No matter where you're from, London will surprise you. First off, the weather obsession. Brits talk about rain the way Italians talk about pasta. It's cloudy? Talk about it. It's sunny? Alert the media. Don't fight it. Join the forecast chatter. Then there's the politeness overload. People will apologize when you bump into them. It's charming, until you realize no one actually says what they mean. And let's talk housing sizes. If you're coming from the US, Australia, or anywhere with normal space standards, brace yourself. London flats can feel like glorified shoeboxes. Cozy, they say. Also, warm beer. Yes, it's a thing. No, it's not a mistake. It's called cask ale, and apparently it's a national treasure. And finally, the cost of everything. You'll get used to tapping your card and silently crying inside. But here's the kicker. Despite the quirks and costs, most people leave London a little in love. Shocked, broke, maybe slightly damp, but in love. London has a way of getting under your skin. For some, it's pure magic. The endless cultural buzz, the career opportunities, the feeling that you're at the center of the world. Expats fall in love with the diversity, the history, the nightlife, and the fact that you can hear 5 languages before your morning coffee. But for others, the honeymoon ends fast. The sky stays gray, the rent keeps climbing, and even a casual pint can dent your wallet. The city moves fast. And if you're not ready to keep up, it'll wear you down. Some expats come for a year and never leave. Others tap out after 6 months with stories, scars, and overdraft fees. Love it or leave it, one thing's for sure. London doesn't let you stay the same. It challenges you changes you. And that's part of the deal. London isn't cheap, but it might just be worth it. The question is, can you handle the hustle? If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe. We've got more cities coming your way. Which one should we cover next? Drop your dream city in the comments.